Hey guys, so this is the interview that we were lucky enough to do on Geretta Geretta and Bobby Rhodes, and this was a big deal to me because like we talked about and when we did the review for Demons, this is one of my top 5 films ever in my entire life. So for me to get to actually meet these people in person, I talk to them on Facebook once in a while, but to actually see them and touch them and know that they're real, this is a huge deal for me. So the whole time I'm interviewing them, you'll probably see in my face that I'm you know, just in awe.
And you'll see that Bobby Rhodes is absolutely not like the pimp. He's such a soft-spoken guy.
Yeah, he is the kindest, like, you know, like he couldn't hurt a fly guy, do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, it was awesome. Great interview. Thank you so much for letting us talk to you guys. And yeah, let's check it out.
Check it out.
All right, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. Hey guys, Happy Wax.
An Axe Master from from Doomgoryum's Horror Emporium.
And we're at Shockstock, and we are talking to legendary actors Bobby Rhodes and Geretta. I'm always afraid I'm going to say it wrong, and then you're going to claw my face off.
That's why I jump in and help everyone.
Geretta. Rosemary. Awesome. So how are you guys enjoying London?
Really good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What is it, like the other London? Like the other white meat?
Yeah, the other white meat. Well, it's good. I'm so happy that when I heard you guys were coming, it was fantastic. It made the whole, because we were kind of questioning whether we were going to come or not, you know what I mean? And then when they announced you guys were coming, I was like, I'll sell my house. I am coming here. So this is fantastic. Cool. So yeah. Did you enjoy the screening the other night? Did you?
Absolutely. I mean, we had a full house, and people came out and were screaming and talking through the movie. Huh?
Cool.
Yeah. The same, you know.
Do you travel around a lot together to do expos, or do you just kind of separate? You know what I mean, or do you kind of go as a team?
Yeah. No, now we met anyway. So from last year she was on his own, and you know I started last year, and so now we go together.
Mostly we've been doing it, but Bobby lives in Europe, and I live in Central America.
Right. So
sometimes it doesn't work out, but whenever it's possible, we show up together.
That is awesome. So are you just coming to Shockstock, or are you going to go, like, when you leave here, are you going? You got other ones lined up? Or?
Well, both of us do probably a show once every 4 months or more or less, about 3 shows a year. We try not to overdo it, you know, we try to stretch it out.
Yeah, I guess it gets kind of stale after a while. Seeing guys like me come up to you and
no, not because it gets stale. We want to stretch it out for the fans.
Yeah, I know.
Don't be hating.
So when you guys did this movie way back in 1985, how soon was it apparent to you that you started something that was going to kind of stay in pop culture for a long time? Because I mean, like, you know, it's endured very well, the movie and everything else. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when you were making it, did you think it was going to be as big as it has become, or was it just another job at the time? Or
well,
you know what I mean? Like,
well, you can really. One of the ideas is this word cult. That cult to me means something that was a small movie that people discover later. And Bobby can tell you the screening. This was always a big movie. It was never a small movie.
Yeah. Okay, so from my point of view, I feel, and also other, you know, from the group, that something different will happen to this movie. But you know, I didn't expect so a big explosion over this year.
Yeah, you know, it's huge.
That it would last as many years.
I didn't mean it wasn't big. I just meant the impact on the genre is huge, right? So when you're filming it, do you get this idea that this is special, or you know what I mean, or you know what I mean?
And the response was immediately, because you know it's been a success all over the world, especially in America. And you know that's they make the next year they make the second one. That's because of the huge impact.
Cool.
So that's what we mean. It wasn't like, I've done movies that were, it was just a small movie and then people found out about it later. But in Italy, I mean, it had a huge premiere. The other 4 people in the movie were extremely well known, and the girl in the movie, Natasha Holbeck, had just done the largest blockbuster movie at the time. So for us, we knew we were in it had a large budget. I mean, we knew we were in a big movie, but could we imagine what it would do now? No, I don't think they had invented VHS yet.
Yeah, really.
And they certainly hadn't invented a DVD. So that part, no, we couldn't figure that out. But we knew we were with two well-known, famous people, Dario Argento and Bob. I mean, and we both felt it was a great break in our careers. But yeah, that it would last 20 years, you just can't imagine that. You just don't know that.
Did you do your own, like the stunts and stuff, or did you have doubles come in for you, or during the movie? Like you're a stunt man, anyways, right?
You know, but not in this case, you know. No,
so they had
they had a stance, you know.
Or when you go over the wall.
Yeah.
So that wasn't you then?
What?
No.
When you go over the balcony,
No.
No, it was just
I was just hung.
Right.
But you know the stunt
man came in.
Yeah, they make it.
Cool.
So we just hung and moving like, you know.
Right on. Now you're also a producer and a director.
Yeah.
Correct? Have you got anything in the near future that you're working on?
I'm working on a script that I can't talk about right now, but it's in the horror genre, and it's looking pretty good.
Right on.
Yeah. It'll be my second feature film. I went to, after I worked in Italy, I went to film school in the United States. I graduated from the American Film Institute, and I made a movie in Switzerland a few years ago that did very well on the circuit. So I'm trying to do another one.
Awesome. Right on. That's awesome.
Yeah, having a good time.
And how about yourself? Because you...
By myself, so now I discovered it, so I'm going to go to Australia for the first time, and in June I'm going to shooting a movie called Dark Art the Woods.
Really? Right on.
Yeah. So I'm happy for that.
Can I come to Australia with you?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah?
Why not?
In the suitcase, right?
Yes.
Yeah, in the suitcase.
It'll have to be a big suitcase, but yeah, if you want to take me, I'll come for sure. So that's great. So, I mean, it must be great to know that all these years later that people just swarm to see you when you go to these festivals and stuff. Like, it's got to give you a good feeling inside.
It's always nice to be liked, right?
It is.
I'll tell you, it kind of freaked me out a little bit to sit in the movie theater with you.
I know the other day, watching the movie with the people in the theater watching the movie.
Yeah, this is kind of weird. Because I remember, like, when I was 15 when the movie came out, and I remember, like, this movie's freaked me right out. So I was sitting there going, holy crap.
So that's our job, right? To scare people.
I'm actually in the theater.
So I wanted to ask you this too, because Shockstock's set up where the fans are a little more intimate with you, do you know what I mean? Where I guess if you go to the bigger ones like Fan Expo and stuff, where they kind of, you know, you got 30 seconds, you know, come say hi, sign something, then they usher you along. Do you like this style a little bit more where you're, you know what I mean? Like people can actually come and talk to you and, you know what I mean? Like, I know it's good, it's better for us as fans, but...
Well, both things have their appropriate thing, because if you spend a lot of money to go to the big shows and you have to wait in line so long, so that's why they rush everybody, so that everybody can have a chance. Yeah. But if you're in a show where there's a little bit more time that you can talk longer, so they're both, you know, they both have their reason. So it's never because we're mean. No. It's because they're trying to get enough people to have the time. Because, you know, everyone always knows their part of the story, but the other side, there's sometimes people go on and on and on, and they're not talking about your film, they're talking about their toothache or whatever. So it looks mean, mean. So,
I think that was like me, because I think I've shook your hand about 15 times since Friday. So I'm probably one of the examples she's just talking about, but you know, it's all good.
You know, you've all seen that sketch. It's the, well, you know, the third scene in the fifth reel of that. Did you want it to be a purple shirt, or did you really want it yellow? And you do have an answer, but you've already answered that one 10 times. You know, it's all good. You were asking before, like, are we really surprised how long something can last? I'll tell you, my biggest surprise is my demon doll is in Rock of Ages.
Really?
The writers and the costume people, they're fans of demons.
Cool.
And they contacted me and my agent, and in the Paul Giamatti scene in his office, the demon doll is there.
There you go. Check it out.
We're bobbleheads for a good reason.
Now, if people want to find you, where can they go? Like your websites and stuff?
Yeah, I'm www.GerettaGeretta.com, but mostly everybody grabs me right off Twitter, Facebook, you know, the normal spots. Write to me. I tend to write back.
That's all.
Bobby?
Sorry, Bobby. And where can they go to find you?
Okay, in YouTube, Rhodes Bobby.
Yes.
Yes, on Facebook, Bobby Rhodes online store. And the gadgets, picture, t-shirt, bobblehead, original program for film premiere.
Cool. Okay. Well, there you go, folks. I mean, these are two of my heroes right here. So, I mean, you know where to find them. Check them out. So, it was a pleasure meeting you. Oh, it was so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, it was so nice to meet you.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
See you there.
All right, see you.
Bye.